tutorials featuring amigurumi truffles. It's basically working in a spiral. They're actually refrigerator magnets, and the items that you'll need to make this project, you'll need a stitch marker, some scissors. We're using a size H crochet hook or 5mm. You'll need some stitch, liquid stitch, or any kind of fabric glue, or you could use a hot glue gun, and some batting to stuff them. And you can use any, I used some Vanna's Choice yarn, and the magnets are actually those little pizza magnets you get for free on the pizza boxes for the refrigerators, and I just cut them into small little workable pieces. So those are the items that you'll need, and I hope you enjoy this project. We begin our amigurumi truffles by folding our tail over. We're creating our slip knot. Flop this loop down, and then taking your hook, pulling that loop up through the center and grabbing both ends, tightening down. And when you pull on that, that adjusts your loop down. So we're going to begin, we're chaining 2, 1 and 2, and we're going to go back into the very first stitch here, and we're going to do 6 single crochet. So that's 1, and single crochet is just going into the stitch, wrapping, pulling up a loop so that you've got 2 loops on your hook, wrap, pull through 2. So that's 2 single crochets that we have, going back into the same stitch. That's 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now, working in amigurumi, it's working in spirals, so it's important to use a stitch marker so that you can see where to stop and where you began. So our first stitch is going in, and I grab my stitch marker and I'm going to place it right in that first loop, and that's going to let me know where I started. So we're going to put a second stitch in that first one, because we need a total of 2 single crochets in the first stitch and every stitch around. So we're putting 2 single crochets in every stitch. So this is my last stitch. I'm back around to my marker, and in this row we begin with 2 stitches once again. So I'm going in with my first stitch, and then I'm going to move my marker. I'm going to put the second stitch in. So we've got 2 stitches in the very first stitch. The next one we have just 1 single crochet, and then we have 2 single crochets in the same stitch, and then 1. So that's the pattern for this round. So I'm at the end of this round and on to the next round. In this round, rounds 4, 5, and 6, we're going to just single crochet in every stitch. So 1 time in every stitch. And that's our first one. Placing the marker, and continue around. Continue to move your marker up as you spiral around. This is round 4. This is the end of round 4. Just wanted to show you one more time. You just keep going around, moving your stitch marker as you work. This is round 5, and we have one more round. And believe it or not, we're almost finished with the truffle.